Hello, Beta Group. Hello, YouTube. It's Glenn here at Ecamm's North Andover office, and I just posted a couple hours ago Ecamm Live version 4.1 Beta 5, and we're wrapping up this beta round. We're hoping to get version 4.1 out later in the month, but there was just one last feature that I wanted to get in there before the final release, and that is in Beta 5. It's called text boxes. It does not sound super interesting, I know, but text boxes are a cool new way to get text on your screen that works a little differently than the original text overlays in Ecamm Live, which we're now calling dynamic text. So I see we're getting a couple of viewers tuning in here for this impromptu stream. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick demo of how the new text boxes work. So to start, let me share my screen here. Now, if you're familiar with Ecamm Live's text overlays, they're a great way to throw like a line of text on the screen, whether maybe it's a title or a note. Like for example, maybe I want some text that says Beta 5 demo, and I want it to be on my screen. Now, these original text overlays, they're useful, but they're not always exactly what you want. And let me show you some of the reasons why. For example, if I want to resize this, the way I usually resize text overlays is I use the pinch gesture on my trackpad. And you can see that when I bring it up, it changes the font size. And that's, I think, most of the time, that's what you want to happen. It's nice for like a little title like this. Resizing will change the font size. There's the idea of a fixed width on that, or you can just bring it out, or I can put it back to an automatic width by double clicking over here. So that's text overlays. New in Beta 5, we have text box overlays. Because let's say now below this, I wanted to put a like a list of what's new in Beta 5. If I did that with a regular text box, regular text overlays, what you'd see is it's just kind of, well, let me do it for you here. So I'm just going to paste in the changes. So here's the changes, and I can put in a fixed size, I can shrink it, but as I shrink this, you'll see that the actual font size changes, and that may not be what you want. So I'll switch it over to a new text box overlay. And now when I resize, you'll see the font size is fixed. It's not changing. Let me clean this up a little bit. I'll do a little motion gradient here. Put a little drop shadow on this. Turn it a little bit. Maybe I'll increase the text margin. And text is a little small, so I'm going to put it at size 13. So now that in a text box, the text size is not going to change when you resize the overlay. So you're going to be using the font size for that. And notice as I increase this, that font size is staying fixed. Now we will shrink the text to fit in the box. So watch what happens when I shrink the text into the box. Now it's actually reducing the size of that text, but in general, it is not going to resize that text as you resize the box. So you can think of these like rectangle shape overlays that have text in them, because that is in fact what they are behind the scenes. Now, if you don't want the text to shrink as you are shrinking your overlay, you can set it to this truncate mode. That's, I think, probably not what most people want. Like, watch what happens now. So now it's just going to cut off the text. that I think that could be useful in some situations, but I think most people are going to be using the shrink mode. And they'll just, if the text doesn't fit, it's going to shrink it down to fit. Now, this is cool for things like this, but the one other thing I want to show you is these text box overlays are super helpful for comments. Now, I got a couple comments coming in here, but I'm gonna need lots of them to demo this. Someone send me like a long comment, and then some people send some medium comments, and some people do some short comments, and I'll show you what I mean here. Because one of the weird things about the way comment overlays have kind of always worked is that you put the overlay where you want it, right? And then next time you bring a comment up, it's going to show up in the same place, but the actual size of the box would change if there was more or less text in the comment, which was never really right. I don't think anybody really liked the way that worked. So now, if I promote a comment to the screen, all right, I just had like a crazy style here, and I set this. See, I have it set to a shrinking text box. Maybe you just want like it to appear randomly. But if you have like a template, and you always want your comments to be like maybe like right here, right? And I always want them to be that size. I want my comments to show up like here. And I never want them to move. Now, let me put a border on here so you can get a better feel for what this looks like. So here's my text box. Text is never going to get any bigger than that, but now when it's kind of thin. Sorry, I'm not good at overlays. Now when I put the next comment on the screen, you can see that, well, let me turn off the transition. So what I'm trying to say here is, as I'm promoting comments, they're staying exactly in the same spot. So can we get a round of applause for that? So it'll never move. The text will shrink to fit exactly in that box. So let us know what you think of that, whether it's useful, whether it's working right. I know streamers that use kind of like a template with different cameras and stuff, and like, frames on the screen are going to be able to use this now to keep the comment overlays from moving around at all. It should just stay exactly where you want it. Hey, Doc, thanks for the super chat. So try that awesome new feature, text boxes. There's a couple other things I want to show you real quick. One is that we have put in like a maximum size for the comment avatars. So previously, like it would just size the avatar, see Doc's head right here, based on the height of the comment. So if the comment window was very large, you ended up with this like gigantic avatar, which was just weird. So now watch what happens if I grow this. As I bring out this text box, the avatar is going to not ever get any taller than like an inch. So let us know if that comes in handy. And the other thing I want to show you, thank you, Doc, for leaving that super chat, because I want to, Doc says, boss, I'm going on vacation this week. You want to do the demo next Friday? Or do I want to do the demo? Could try. So you'll look over here at the comment window. You'll see that there's, once that super chat came in, we got a new column that is just the super chats. And it's not working. Damn it. All right, well, that's not quite ready for beta 5. But this column right here is supposed to be just the super chats. And it also added the super chats to the favorites list. That seems to have worked. I don't know why the super chat list is just showing everything, but I probably just goofed. But so that's what I wanted to show off for beta 5. We hope you like the new text boxes. As usual, try the beta at ecamm.com/beta. We also have the Facebook beta group and the Discord channel, which are great places to post questions and issues with the beta. And you're always welcome to submit beta issues to the regular support channel. Just make sure you mention that you're using the beta. And if you want to try the beta and you're like a little worried, like what if there's something wrong with it? We always mention that you can download the beta version, put it in your applications folder, and keep the non-beta version in the applications folder too, and just pick one or the other. But I will mention that if you use these new text boxes, I think that if you go back to the non-beta version of Ecamm Live, and those text boxes, they're not going to like really be there anymore. And even if you go back to the beta, like it could kind of just like mess up your text boxes. So if you're using the new text box feature, I recommend not opening the older version of Ecamm Live, just because it's not going to be pretty. But thank you everyone for trying this out. I hope this saves people some time and makes it easier to arrange your text boxes. Thank you for the super chat again, Doc. I think that was a great way to test this feature, and it did not actually work. Oh well. All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. And we'll have the mods do a better demo of text boxes as soon as they are able to. See you later.